Real quick, I just want to give a warning out to this video. There's actually a lot of issues with the audio, and I use this video as a good excuse to play around with levels and stuff. So keep in mind that early on this is going to sound really bad, and over time the levels will start evening out and things will actually start sounding decent. But to start off, yeah, you might not want to be wearing headphones. Hey there everybody, how's it going? Zombie Vincent here. Worst microphone in the game! And I wanted to start a new thing. The ranked season has just reset today for League of Legends, and I was wanting to see if I could get out of bronze. So I'm in bronze. I didn't really do ranked a ton back in the last season, and even preseason I didn't do much ranked. I am currently in bronze 3. And my goal is to get out of bronze 3 and to get into something like silver or gold if I can reach it, but I'm honestly not the best at the game, so I'm perfectly fine with just getting out of bronze. But I wanted to document my progress this time around. I wanted to see if I could do more ranked matches. I only did a few ranked matches last time, and I wanted to see if I can do a lot more. I wanted to record everything I do to track my progress and to see, hey, how am I doing to get out of bronze? So I'm gonna try that. I'm going to document every game. I'm gonna do my 10 placements. It's gonna be apparently a little bit harder than last time. I'm gonna do my 10 placements and I'm gonna record the results of all that. I'm gonna have the score and the character I used over here, and then a LOL Sumo page with my own stats below it or something. And I'm gonna see how I do in these new ranked matches. I'm gonna see how I'm progressing, and I'm gonna talk about, after every match, the lessons I've learned. Because I can't record the matches, because my computer is a laptop, and my laptop cannot handle recording when it comes to League of Legends. So I'm gonna record my responses to the matches and see what lessons I learn. And that starts by doing my placements. So I'm gonna start off with bronze 3, probably gonna put that over here or something, what rank I currently am in my LP. But I'm bronze 3 right now. The season's reset, so everyone's ranking's been reset. And we're gonna see if I can get out of bronze. Not expecting to actually win my first placement match. I was expecting to lose that completely. So that's a win for Soraka. I'm definitely going to use Soraka again at some point, because that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So, 2 lessons learned from that match. 1, have a good ADC. The good ADC, very good. The Jinx worked really well in lane. Really good at playing Jinx, even didn't need me for most of the time, but I healed and I helped and I kept everyone alive. That's why I have 13 assists. And I have most healing done in the game, obviously. Lesson 2. Well, actually, lesson 1, part 2, don't play Jace ADC. Just don't. I don't know why he felt compelled to play Jace ADC in ranked, but Jace Sona didn't fix the issue of fighting a Jinx. So, play ADCs in ranked that are proper ADCs, unless you've got a Yasuo or something, and it's broken. Really well. I used to be a Soraka main before the rework, and I think now, post-rework, I'm willing to do that again, because that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, keeping everyone alive and stuff. And we didn't really have a tank, was the interesting bit. They had a Jace, which... Why was Jace ADC a thing in this match? But they had a Warwick, and they had Tryndamere, which both are supposed to be kind of tanky compared to, Akali. But, no, it ended up working out perfectly fine. Match lasted for 22 minutes, and, yeah, it was fun. It was a good match. I enjoyed winning that placement. Only got A, though, so we'll see what the LOL Sumo... we'll see what the LOL Sumo stats say. But, yeah, I actually did get that match. Oh, and for the rest of these placements, I'm not going to really go too in-depth. I'm going to say quick, this is what I learned, and then just move on, because this is going to be a 10-match video, and I don't want this to be, an hour. So, let's see if we can't do that again. Okay, I'm not pressing my luck. Lesson learned, number 1. Dude, why do people pick double ADC as a meta? Didn't work in the slightest. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Just straight up don't. It's not a good idea. My Morgana play was fine-ish. I got 25 assists. That's a little over half of the total kills, but like, I don't know. It was a really bad early game with people calling out that we were going to lose, that we were going to fail, and that everything was awful. But it worked out, and as long as people stop being negative about things, you can actually win. It's great. Just check the damage charts real quick, just to see, hey, look at all the damage everyone did. Hey, look, our team did tons of damage. Isn't that completely nifty? The main getaway I get from this is that unconventional supports can sometimes work. Volibear support worked really well for their team. But, in the end, a late game is very important. Keep out till the late game, don't give up, and just keep going, and you can win. That's a lesson I've internalized before, and I understand completely. I almost never surrender in games because of this, but it's important to keep that in mind. Never to just quit. That's a second win. I'm only getting A pluses and A's, so I don't know if I'm gonna get like an S and actually get out of bronze with placements. And victory! Lesson learned from this one doesn't necessarily have to do with Sona. Actually, Sona is kind of not as good as Soraka when it comes to being a healer, so I'm probably not going to do too much Sona in the future. She's good for Ardent Sensor, and that's about it. But the important thing to do is always tell your team if someone doesn't ban the Yasuo, and then have someone on your team pick the Yasuo, because while that's always a gamble, it's important to have the Yasuo, because they kind of carry sometimes. Yasuo kind of suffered early on against the Zoe, but ended up winning, so lesson learned. If you don't have the Yasuo, ban the Yasuo.
Okay, so lesson learned here. Game 4, 1-4-4 so far. I'm not going to jinx myself, I think I'm going to probably lose the next one, but won the 4th one. The most important thing is to make sure you have a Jhin and Morgana. Oh my gosh. If I wasn't already at this mastery, I would have actually got another token and finished it off. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun. Ooh, man. Jhin Morgana is a great combination. Maokai Lucian doesn't work as well. Oh, and also I have a new camera. A new microphone. Hopefully this sounds better than the old one. So, but yeah, Morgana Jin's just a great and strong combo. So, first loss. My scoreline was awful, but the lesson here is, I don't know, because I think I blame this one on the Darius going, like, 0-10. No, 10-10 at some point. Like, he just constantly was fighting the Tryndamere, and would kill the Tryndamere because the Tryndamere was awful, and then would get caught by the rest of their team, and then kind of fed off him, which is why the Veigar had 22 kills. Of course, the Veigar was also just being super strong and powerful because it's a Veigar. Black Shield better. Definitely did Black Shield better, so I'm going to have to practice that, and then the team was actually super positive throughout most of it, and I did like that. I actually had fun losing this ranked match, because we were all having a good time, everyone was positive, and it was good. So, sometimes it just happens. Okay, so against my better judgment, I went and did another match. Apparently I'm doing that in sections of 3. This match went beautifully, but something I'm noticing in the current meta is that Maokai is tanky, and everyone's remembering Maokai is tanky, and he's starting to come back. I'm seeing him a lot in these ranked matches. I lost a game to I won a game against Maokai. There's another Maokai in this one. He's really tanky, but he's not really doing damage. So, oh boy. Lesson learned. Don't play Graves Jungle? I don't know. We had a shot caller. A shot caller is really useful. This was someone who knew what they were doing, knew when to engage, knew when to disengage, and playing Alawi, they also could just handle a fight. So we ended up kind of playing around the Alawi, and it ended up working. So sometimes you just need to find someone to surround yourself and to win with. And sometimes you have to just follow that person's instructions because they know better than you do. I got a B+. Yeah, so I actually did okay. I played a casual with Garen and then decided to go ranked with Garen. Don't be top lane. I wanted to try top lane. Didn't quite work out. Shouldn't be doing that during placements. My Garen was actually going fine. I got 2 kills. The Darius got a kill. But I did get counterpicked in the top lane. And then mid lane was a Heimerdinger. And bot lane was a Varus that fed a Sivir. But most of it was this Echo going down bot lane, getting kills on the Herm, and then once getting a kill on me on top lane, and then it just snowballed out of control. Important to remember, pick characters in meta. I don't know why people play people like Heimerdinger in ranked. I don't get it. Play meta, and then play defensively if you think you're losing lane. Like, 4, 10, 11. Varus clearly was losing lane there. If you think you're going to start losing, play defensively. That's what I started doing, and that's how I got the head on Darius. He actually got first blood, and then I immediately got a kill after, because he was being greedy. But no, just overall, play it safer, and you can win. I kind of did the best on the team, I'm afraid, which is really bad because my stats aren't that good, but it was a weird situation where only the tanks were really surviving and doing any damage, and everyone else just kept dying. It was not a good time. Not a good time at all. Warwick missed his ult on the Nami. The Nami was running in a straight line. Okay, sometimes there's no lessons to be learned. Sometimes it's just your allies are bad. The Warwick went 3-12. And I know I went 0-8 here. But in lane, we were doing fine. The Urgot top was feeding the Jax, and the Warwick was feeding the Jax. So the Jax got all of the kills. But the Kha'Zix ended up carrying, and I'm not sure exactly when Kha'Zix got all the kills. But the point is that the Warwick was incredibly bad. He landed ult, like, once, maybe twice. So sometimes it's just literally your teammates can be bad. You can't see it, but there was a Vayne in this match I was supporting. Should have picked Soraka. Don't pick snares with Vayne. Vayne doesn't benefit from a snare champion, she benefits more from a healer or someone that can drag someone closer. I guess that's a real lesson learned. Yeah, I did poorly this match, though. Just overall, I did really bad. Yes! Yeah! It's the last S I needed on Morgana. So now I can get the Mastery 7, I think it is? Max Mastery? Yeah, Mastery 7. Lessons learned. Okay, besides Nasus selling all his items at the end game, don't play Nasus jungle, that's a bad idea. And quit playing Heimerdinger, which is the lesson I learned in the last match when our Heimerdinger failed. Other than that, game was good. Very good. It's nice to have another win under my belt. Okay, so that happened. Main lesson from there is play people you're good at. Yasuo said he'd barely played Yasuo. The Heimerdinger didn't quite know what he's doing. He was awful. She knew what she was doing, and I knew kind of what I was doing as Thresh, but Point being, always play who you're good at. That's the lesson I learned. I did the ranked thing, so let's see what happens here. But I went 6-4. Fine. I guess we really are starting from bronze to bronze. Oh well. We'll get him this season, though. We'll get him eventually. So I'm going to try to record different reactions and different matches I do, and I'm going to record the climb out of bronze. I'm not going to bore people too much, unless there was a really significant event in the games that I'm wanting to talk about, but yeah, that was bronze 5. Going 6-3. I have a friend that went 7-3 and got plat, so it just feels kind of bad reminding myself that I'm really that awful. So, yeah.